Good afternoon and Happy New Year. Welcome back to our first Humidor Report of 2023. Hope everybody had a wonderful Christmas and a safe and Happy New Year's. Sorry we missed you guys last week. It was a little wild with all the holidays, year-end stuff, but we are finally back to normal and back with some Humidor Report. And honestly, some Humidor Report I wanted to bring you before Christmas because I had such a nifty name for this video, but it only really would have worked if we were before Christmas. So the name I wanted was Enter Sandman, and that, yes, is a reference to the Metallica song Enter Sandman, because we are finally getting around to talking about Blackened. Now, Blackened was announced last year by Drew Estates at one of their freestyle live events, and this product actually started shipping to stores in December. We got it just before Christmas, but had so much other stuff going on with the Humidor Report that we've mentioned it, but we haven't done an episode on it as of yet, but that's what we are going to do here today. Now, if you are a Metallica fan or if you are a whiskey fan, you have probably heard at this point of Blackened, which is the whiskey that was made by Metallica. They've actually carried that branding over to this cigar, and the cigar was actually born from some smoking sessions between the one and only James Hetfield himself and the master distiller of Blackened, a guy by the name of Rob Dietrich. And you'll see the names mentioned on the box: Hetfield, Dietrich, and Drew. Those are the three guys that made this blend happen. So in the midst of working on whiskey-related things, Dietrich and Hetfield would be sitting around smoking cigars. Through everything, Dietrich ended up introducing Hetfield to Jonathan Drew himself, and that paved the path for the Blackened cigar to happen. Now, as is, I think, only appropriate for a group such as Metallica, it is a 100% Maduro cigar. The only regular production 100% Maduro cigar that I'm familiar with at the moment that was not created by Christian Eiroa. That would be the Tropo Maduro, which still remains with the Camacho blend, the CBT in the Eiroa family line, and the Nyctophilia from Asylum. Those are all three regular production all Maduro cigars, but so is this one. This one here is leading with the Sant Andres Maduro wrapper. We've got I believe it's Connecticut broadleaf Maduro binder. The filler is Nicaraguan Maduro filler. There is some green sucker leaf in there as well, all Maduro and all very, very strong. That's the theme going on with Blackened here. They call it the M81, 81 being a reference to 1981 when Metallica debuted their first album. But this is the Blackened. It is full-bodied. It has got some spice, but that big earthiness of that Sant Andres and all that other Maduro is really going to push forward. So this is going to swing to the earthier side of things. If you are a Liga Privada fan and you like that explicit earthiness that comes out of Liga, this is probably going to be in your wheelhouse, but a lot easier to get your hands on. So if you haven't tried it yet, come by and check out the new Blackened from Drew Estates and Metallica that we've got on the shelves here on the table, ready to go. And we got a lot of cool stuff coming up here for the new year. We could be a little while probably before we see new product. That's going to mostly hit in the summer and even moving into mid-late summer, but there is some stuff that creeps out early in the year. So probably in the next few months we'll see some more stuff. But we've had a few new things trickled in here that we haven't done a spotlight on yet. An interview that I wanted to do this past fall that we've saved up, and probably a good thing we've saved up because we have more relevant stuff to talk about when we do that interview, which will be happening soon. So stay tuned. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you have your notifications on the channel turned on so you'll know when everything is hip and happening is going down here at Cigar Club Southeast Texas. So that's going to wrap us up for our first Humidor Report of the year. Thanks again for tuning in. Have a great new year, everybody, and we'll be back next week here with the Humidor Report. And until then, I'm Justin, and we'll see you at the club.